3 weeks until we get extreme. Welcome back to WWE 2K23 MyGM mode. I am your host, attackslug, and I promised Balor and Owens to be in a tag team match this week. Holla holla, but also don't book my most popular cruiser. We'll see. I don't know who that is. Let's check on our roster and see who in the blue hell that is. It looks like main event Jey Uso is the most popular cruiser, and if I'm not booking them in a match, that should work out fine for me. You're welcome, the game. So, that being said, we close the show with AJ Styles and main event Jimmy Uso. In that main event, they are in a rivalry. We turn T-Bar into a face. So, role change for T-Bar, who's been a heel this whole time, teaming with the face of Shanky. So, alright, sure. He's a 2. It's gonna go how it's gonna go. Dijakovic. So, lock that in. We open the show, hopefully getting Rhea and Dakota to level 4. Our mid-card, I said, we're going to have a tag team match playa. It's going to be terrible, but it has to happen. Therefore, it should indeed be Finn Balor, who is a fighter, Kevin Owens, who is a bruiser, versus Stack McSlacks, who is a cruiser, and Medical Beal, who is a specialist. Those classes do not mix pretty much whatsoever, but it has to happen, so I promised it, and it is happening on the show today. Now, looking at the stamina, if I go extreme here, my jobbers might get hurt, and I'm not that worried about that. So, in the interest of having a better show, we'll have a tag team tables match. So, there is that. It is a happening. Now, last time it did not work. And I need to have Roman and Cody. Also, Randy Orton. Roman's a heel. Cody's a face. It's bruiser and specialist. It should work. In terms of other business, the call out from Liv Morgan to... Hold on, no. The call out from Charlotte to Liv because Liv won the match and the Queen is mad about it. But also, for real, the Queen has a higher spot on promos. 4 versus 2. You want the numbers in your favor. And there we go with that, which leaves our charity promo to the Viper, the Apex Predator, and the IC champion, Randy Orton, who has a 3, really a 3 for him? Randy, when he wants to be, is fantastic, so I think a 3 is not very fair, but hey, it is what it is. So that is our show for today, for this week. Can I fill out some of this business here? Let's say yes, book that there, book our road crew there, book our lights there, and yes, so optional on the cards in the way, doing what they should be doing. Power cards. We got Health Spa, 18 stamina. So who could use 18 stamina? I feel like Shanky could use 18 stamina and get him from not being injured. But let me check because it might be more important to get someone with a super bit of low stamina. Let's sort by stamina. Who is the lowest of the low? Alright, now, we're going to save that card for Rhea freaking Ripley or Cody, either way. More important than Shanky. I know it's Shanky, it's fine. So, dance on him somewhere else, Shanky, and chill. Also, Shanky not being booked should recover some of that stamina anyway. So there is the deal there. That's good, but I feel like we should, with a stamina of 78 and 86, change this to be a banger of a match. So it is still indeed non-title. We're going to change the match rules to extreme rules. So a medium cost for 20k on that, bringing our show cost to 88,000 overall. So there is that. Now, it looks like Rhea and Dakota regular mid-card tables match between these two teams. Mid-card regular Roman and Cody, hopefully rivalry, please. And then main event Extreme Rules, AJ and Jimmy. And also we have our role change, a call out, and some charity from the Viper, who is still happy to be here somehow, some way. So that being said, we lock it in for SmackDown, opening up with Rhea and Dakota Kai. And who is it? It is still indeed the Eradicator. 2.5. Like, how is this one not getting it done with the proper class matchups, the proper face-heel matchups? Why is this one not delivering what it should deliver? I don't understand. The role change for the big man, it gets a weak rating, whatever. Mid-card, I want to have Kevin Owens in the thumbnail, so we play the match as KO. The biggest problem in this ongoing video series continues to be how do you make engaging thumbnails that folks might want to click for a GMO, which is mostly just looking at numbers and picking options. Like, I don't have the answer to that as a mostly solo YouTuber. So obviously, if you're doing it with a friend, then you can have, your crazy things in that way in that thumbnail, but just doing it on my own here on this series, it just gets a bit tricky, man. A bit tricky, because honestly, looking at my analytics, most people just skip past the match. But if I had this in the thumbnail and I skip past the match, then it'd be like, well, then your thumbnail is not accurate to your video and people get mad at that. So it's kind of a rock and a hard place for that whole situation, as it were. But more importantly, we can now get KO in this thumbnail. We can have our main event men versus our job guys. But also, I feel like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens should have a feud for the IC title, because that's a fighter and a bruiser, right? That should match up. And yeah, I might have to re-sign Kev here for some more money, but that could work. So, fight Owens, fight. Let's freaking go. I don't need jobber entrances. You can just say, currently in the ring. Oh boy, here we go. Stacked wants some of Owens. That's a mistake. You don't want none of KO. Now, will this increase the medical bill and Finn Balor rivalry? That much I do not know. I'm curious, but I don't actually know. And yes, they could pull out the upset here, but my understanding is this is going to be a just trash match. So I expect this to be a trash match. And I'm not that worried about the match being good because it's gonna be trash. Trashly. Into your head. And again, back into it. Stack McSlacks. Here we go. Nope, still. Fight Owens, fight. Toss Owens, toss. DDT. Oh, Medical Bill wants some. He could win this. And he... Bro. Medical Bill tossed Kevin Owens through a table. I can't even get a replay. And the jobbers pull out the upset of the century. That's video games for you. That's wrestling. Just nobody thought they would get it done. And had I not been playing, perhaps they, might have lost there. But, like I said, I don't want this as a rivalry because we know that tag team rivalries can't be ended with submission matches. So if my solution is having to fire these two jobbers, then I'll do so. We will cross that road when we get there. The Queen calls out Liv, and it was good. Meanwhile, please, please, please give me Roman and Cody. Please. Adrenaline in his soul. Brand new rivalry, Cody Rhodes. Okay, Randy cutting that 5K. Excellent, even with a 3-year on his skill. I'll take that. And your main event, Extreme Rules. Please tear the house down. AJ and Jimmy, the Phenomenal One, is indeed phenomenal. 4 stars. So, I don't know why the opening match stunk it up. Like, why? WCW opens with a tag team titles affair. And will those titles change hands? Nope. Aziz and Dragunov get it done again. 4 stars. Amazing. Logan Paul calling out Big E, level 4 on their deal. Excellent. Mid-card women's title. It is Becky defending against Reaper. What a weird defense. Like, why not somebody, important? But no. And yes, Becky defeats the jobber as she should. 2.5 stars. Big E charity promo 5K. Don't you dare be sour. Brock Lesnar MVP still in a rivalry. It is that boy. Brock Lesnar, 2 stars. Mediocre. Kofi Kingston +2 on his pot. It was okay. And TLC, Nikita and Lacey. You're doing a TLC when Nikita has 29 in stamina and Lacey has 21 in stamina, and you're doing like Eric, what are you doing? Good Lord. This is why your company does not exist anymore. Like, bruh. 4 stars, amazing, but who got hurt? Monday Night Raw, Asuka versus Ali Brawler. Like, they're hiring more jobbers because their main event stars keep getting hurt because they just don't know how to book. So, Asuka, one half of your tag team champions, and it is a tables match, and Asuka wins the tables match. It was good, 3 stars. Roxanne self-promo got 0 on that. Mid-card, Jobber versus Jobber. Cannons versus Perfect. Specialist versus Fighter. And we get Cannons. The new Raw talent gets 1.5 stars. Disappointing. No star power. Ridge Holland gets 0 on that. Waste of money. Dexter Lumis. And hey, the return of Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, and your world champion on Raw, John Cena, is back. And he loses. He comes back to lose 2.5 stars. Indy calls out Tamina. It was okay, level 4 on that. And your main event, let me talk to you, tables match. The Megastar LA Knight and the power of Tozawa. No, not enough for LA Knight. 4 stars. Amazing. Level 4 on that rivalry. NXT. Full show going on here. Cedric versus Ivar. Cruiser versus Giant. Extreme Rules. Cedric gets it done. 3.5 stars. Shelton Benjamin self-promo +2. Edge versus Cameron Grimes. Who is going to the moon? It is Edge. Mediocre. 2 stars. Seth freaking Rollins. Where have you been? Excellent charity promo. The Visionary. Priest, who is the North American champion, fighting Karrion Kross. And it is Karrion Kross. So it was good. 3 stars. I think Veer is still world champion, but sure, he gets a -1 on that self-promo. Veer is going. And your main event, NXT Women's Champion Alexa Bliss defends against Doudrop. In a regular standard matchup, it is Doudrop getting the win, and no! Do the do. Okay, 4 stars. So, I had good booking even with a poor opener, but a solid, like, everyone had a 4-star main event, which is great. NXT had the best 3rd match, WCW had the best 2nd match, and they had the best 1st match. So, on my end here, no injuries. Over on WCW, Gulak, 3 weeks, and how did no one get hurt with Nikita and Lacey? Over on Raw, we got no injuries and good booking. And over on NXT, Doudrop, new champion, hurt for 3 weeks. So, in a standard match, I don't get it. I really don't. But, in the meanwhile, we did 47,000 new fans. And the fans say that Stax and Bill have no chemistry as a tag team. Even though they won. And that guy loves T-Bar. Good for him. We made 46,000 and we're at 326 there in our budget. Let's see what our opponents did. If I did 47, WCW did 55, so more than me. Raw did 39, less than me, and they made 93. And Mick Foley's NXT did 50 somehow, and they made 72. Doudrop's injury looked really bad. Well, you know, these things happen. I got Veto Champ. Considering my opponent's champions keep getting injured, yeah, that's worth something, I guess. I am still in 1st place. Somehow, just barely making it by. And yes, Veer is the NXT champion. Like, why isn't he in a rivalry? Which means my lead has decreased to around 37,000 fans or so. But also, both Bischoff and Angle have 1 Hall of Fame trophy, and myself and Foley have 0. Interesting. Moving on to California, and double the cost on matches for the show. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate that. Now I know who to use my card on next time for the champion, I guess. All right, KO's deal is up, end of the week. What do you want, KO? How much do you want? 56? That sounds reasonable, KO. I want you and Randy Orton in a feud, so I'll pay you that money. Big Kev, here we go. Meanwhile, Triple H says, yeah, it's a union thing again. No, it's a Kurt Angle thing. It's true. It's damn true. Finn Balor, I gave you what you wanted, but no more tag team matches past that, so give me that boost in your morale. I held up my end of the bargain. There we go. And Dakota Kai feels unappreciated. Look, you had the opening match, and you stunk it up with an absolute talent known as Rhea Ripley. That's on you, not on me. What's your deal? How much you're gonna try to hold me up for? I know the universe loves me. How do you feel about my impact on SmackDown? And she wants 50K. Considering I just paid Kev 50K, I'm gonna say I appreciate you. I do. But I can't show special treatment. This is an equal locker room. There are no favorites. But if I had one, it'd be Rhea. Okay, major decrease to her morale. Contract for Bill at the end of week 15. Have at least one submission match this week. I want to look at my roster here and see, is it indeed a frowny face for, yes, Dakota Kai not happy with her position. Umberto getting a little bit annoyed with his. Otherwise, we seem alright here, and my most important talent is indeed happy, so I'll leave it at that. But in the meanwhile, I will see you next time here for more GM mode. I am your host, attackslug. Right here, more videos. Tune in, and I'm out.